And making sure we're all ready and set. Okay, we're live and we have a few viewers, so I'm going to turn this screen around. And we're all muted. All right, let's get started. Welcome everybody to our Boss Babes United Coaching Spotlight event. We are so excited to have you here. And if you're joining us, that means that, and we've invited you, that means that we think that you would be an awesome addition to our Boss Babes United coaching family. And if you stick around to the end, we have an awesome and fun giveaway for anyone who's tuned in live for this event. So here we go, Boss Babes United. So this is our team. We are a little bit about the logo of our team. We have the heart represents having a heart to help people. The crown represents being the boss babes of our businesses, and we're united as a team to help each other grow in our businesses and individually as well. So here are some pictures of our teams. We have some men and women. We've traveled together. This is in this is in New Orleans, and then this is in Nashville, and these are just some Beachbody events that we've been to in the last couple of years. Next year, we're gearing up to earn a free trip to the Riviera Maya. Beachbody hosts annual events, different destinations every year, and next year it will be at the Riviera Maya. So we're really excited to earn that free trip with Beachbody. So who can be a coach? That's easy. Anybody can be a coach. As you can see, we all come from different walks of life. I'm an accountant. We have stay-at-home moms. We have students, retail manager, medical assistants. So we have a variety of different women and a couple men on our team. Although we all have different backgrounds, we have a common core goal, and that is to help other people. We love motivating others, we're willing to help others, and we're really hardworking on our journey. And we enjoy sharing our health and fitness journey with other people. Are we perfect at it all the time? No, none of us have six-pack abs. We're not professional nutritionists or trainers. We're just real people who have used these programs and it's worked, and we're excited to share that with other people. One of the benefits of being a coach is that the fact that we get to help other people and we call ourselves coach makes it super easy to stay accountable to our own health and fitness journeys. We're not always perfect at it, like I said, but being a coach sure makes it easier to stay on track with our health and fitness. So here are some pictures of our team. We do mentoring calls, we do weekly meetings. Like I said before, we have some team trips. Here's a quarterly event that Beachbody holds throughout the States and Canada and soon in the UK. It's called the Super Saturday. We get to go and hear from other coaches sharing their stories, and we get to work out with some of the celebrity trainers, which is really exciting. And moving on to the next slide, I'm going to introduce our first speaker is Tiffany Grady. She is the newest member of the Boss Babes United family. She's been a coach for about a month now, and she's a mom of 3 and a wife and a student. And I'll hand it over to you, Tiffany.
All right. Am I muted? Okay, great. All right, everyone. Hey, that is a hot picture down there. Woohoo! Well, like Laura said, I am a wife. I've been married about 4 years now. I'll be 36 next month. My girls are 12, 9, and 6 years old. I'm a sports mom. Basketball and soccer is in my life. I currently work as a medical assistant. In January, like she said, being a student, I will take on my apprenticeship through my job to become a licensed practical nurse. I've been a coach for about 4 weeks today. And before making the decision to become a coach, I want to say I've done the CrossFit. I've done the expensive gym memberships. I had a personal trainer, and I kind of realized that I didn't need to spend a lot of money on the things that the workouts that I knew how to do, but I was kind of missing the accountability concept. So last year, with the help of my sister, uh, I started to work out every day. Like said I was going to work out on a consistent basis, and that's what I did. I posted a lot. I posted pretty much me waking up early in the morning and eating, even though it might have not been all the way healthy, but I was posting just to say that I was up there doing it. Um, from those posts, I created a group of women or a group of ladies that wanted to work out with me. They wanted to show up at the gym. We went to a local inexpensive gym and they wanted to work out. And then I found a great love in it. I found a great passion in helping them. I saw that they needed confidence, and I was there to be that person to provide that confidence and then help them with their daily workouts. So, but I still wasn't getting the results and stuff that I wanted. So browsing Facebook, I want to say, I saw a post about a free group, and I said, let me give it a try. I mean, why not? I'm doing workouts. I might as well see what this is all about. From there, I bought the Brazilian butt lift in my garage, just working out and stuff like that. But I think I want to say about 10 days or 2 weeks in, I kind of quit and just stopped doing it. So I was still lacking the accountability. Like I was working out, but I I guess I wasn't just checking in, so to speak. So a trusted friend reached out to me several times, Facebook Messenger, and told me, hey, friend, you're kind of doing the business. Won't you try this challenge group? And I was like, okay, let's see. So got in the challenge group, and the environment was amazing. Like it was surreal, really. It was pretty much just what I needed. It was informative, very creative. I'm not a cooker. My husband is a chef by trade. So, I actually felt good getting in the kitchen and trying to throw some things together like, bam, and we're eating healthy too, So they gave me great ideas, and the challenge group felt really real, like real women going through real issues, real things, and we're trying to get real results. So I was just like taken away. I finished a workout. I finished a whole program and then actually did an extra 2 weeks. And I lost about 8 pounds and some inches, and I was blown away, and I was sold. I was in. I was like, oh, this is what I can do. I've already was doing one part of it. Now I think I got the other part from the vehicle of Beachbody. So transformation for me, like I said, I was getting stronger. I'm toned. I'm getting toned. How about that? Before this, getting up in the morning was a hard thing to do. Now I get up without alarm clock. I'm a 4:30 a.m.er. No problem. My husband knows when he calls me in the morning, she's at the gym and she's going to post that sweaty selfie. Yep, that's me. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm also taking a thing to my brother. Me being the oldest, seeing my 21-year-old brother overweight and young like he is, I found this vehicle to be what will work for him, And I talked to him today, not too long ago, and he was like, Tiff, I'm working out this body beast 4 days in. I'm so sore. I don't want to look like the guy on the video. He's like, he has little bitty legs. That means he doesn't walk. So he does his little workout in the morning, and then he walks in the evening. Opportunity, I see opportunity. Like I said, I've been in for 4 weeks. I see potential. I'm going to school in January, and then with the apprenticeship, I'm obligated to work 2 years in that program, which is fine. But after that, I want to be home. I want to be available for my kids. So I see this as an opportunity for me to be more available, and also they're playing sports to incorporate health as well. So I just see this as a vehicle for everything being wrapped up into one. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany. That was awesome. So our next speaker is Jennifer Miller. She is an Emerald coach, a wife, a mom of two, and she's a student. And Jennifer, I'll hand it off to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. I am so excited to be here and just share, because I love to share. If you know anything about me, I love to share. So obviously I'm staying home with my kids and loving the fact that I get to be with my kids during the most vulnerable time of their lives, and also working as a full-time student, getting my accounting degree, very busy, very hectic. Most people, who know me, know that I grew up on the baseball field, or I grew up on the volleyball court, and I have always been active. Really, anybody who knows me or who grew up around me, that's probably the first thing that they think of. One of the things that most people don't know is that when I think about my health and my transformation, one of the first things that has changed for me is that I used to feel so uncomfortable in my skin. And so I really struggled with making the healthiest choices for these really unrealistic expectations in my life. And that has followed me all the way until there I am, a mom sitting at home, nursing my son, and I have a 2-year-old that I have to model not only healthy behaviors, but a life that is an adventure, not a life that's dull. And for me, I never really felt excited about life, and I never really felt excited about choosing health, because I saw it as this thing that you either get to be healthy and have a great life, or you get something else, and it's really just the stroke of luck that creates that. And that's a twisted way of thinking, but it was just kind of my mentality. And so here I am sitting at home one day, nursing my son, watching Isabella play, and that's them on the far left, obviously, but and I realized that they're going to actually do the things I do. And so I could tell them that they're smart and wonderful and beautiful and have great potential, but if they don't see that model before them, it's not going to stick. And I had an oh crap moment, a very intense and almost painful moment where I realized that I had to get my stuff together. And we had very limited resources, but I had this old program that I kind of, in my mind, equated to like Sweat into the Oldies. But I had tried it and failed once before, but I didn't have any choice, so I had to pick it up. I picked it up, and I told myself I was going to ease in so that I didn't quit. I committed to working out every single day, and I committed to healthy eating. And that was a big one for me, because healthy eating is not something that I've ever taken on, because I, in my mind, had to restrict food in order to be a certain size. And even being teeny tiny to being a size 12, it didn't matter. I still was unhappy. So I knew my goal wasn't to like deprive myself. I knew my goal was health, because health is something to me that is completely a full body transformation. So I set out to choose health every single day. And by choosing health, I started with this program and food. And little by little, day by day, I was sold on the fact that I could get results from a program in 25 minutes a day with zero equipment. And it felt really good. Honestly, it felt really good to have a purpose other than changing a diaper or doing somebody else's laundry, just to be honest. I was still lonely though. I was incredibly lonely. I would go to the park and run, and my running time was getting so great because, let's just face it, Shaun T is amazing. And I'll never forget the day that I ran an hour. I ran an hour, and I posted on Instagram that I ran an hour, and then I hashtagged T25 results. And from that post, Laura, who was hosting this event, commented and said, "That's awesome." I can't remember exactly what she said other than that. And that began a relationship that I am forever grateful for. Laura and I connected, and she asked me if I had a coach. I didn't even know that the program that I was using was a Beachbody program. I knew nothing about Beachbody. So she asked me if I had a coach, and I said, well, no. And she asked me if I wanted a coach, and I said, in my mind, I literally thought a friend, and I said, yes, sign me up. I thought, I literally was so excited about having a connection, and was definitely like, sign me up. So we connected through that. I, of course, stalked her Instagram. I stalked her Facebook. And we set up this FaceTime where I just wanted to, like, we talked about what that coaching relationship looks like and all that kind of stuff. And so we FaceTimed. She was in her car at work on her lunch break, and I was at home in my world with my 2 kids, and we FaceTimed, and she told me about a challenge group. And I was like, okay, well, sign me up, because I knew that I was making the best decisions, and I was really excited about the fact that I was doing something for me. And for the first time, I was actually feeling like I was worthy of something like that. And that's pretty powerful. It's amazing how the physical behaviors that we have in our life translate to something so much more significant. And so I was sold on the connection. So I got in a challenge group. I signed up as a coach. I didn't really have the intention or the understanding of coaching, but I just signed up because I knew I wanted in, and I wanted to figure it all out. So within my first challenge group, well, for one, I made friends. I made a lot of friends, and it was this place that I didn't have to worry about my kids' nap time. I didn't have to worry about somebody being sick. I got to go have coffee with my friends, except it wasn't coffee. I was working out with them, and I was prioritizing myself, and I didn't have to interrupt my life for that. And that was so powerful to me. I was sold immediately, and I knew that I wanted to help provide that for other people. Physically, I lost 11 pounds in that first challenge group, and I mainly started to see signs of just a very unhealthy lifestyle that I lived before with food. And so my stomach started to work better. I started to have a lot better skin. My skin cleared up. I mean, I don't know if you see that picture on the right, but I lived on a diet of wine and popcorn. I deprived myself for so long, and this shake that I was drinking basically started to heal what I did to my body for so many years, and under the motivation that what I want is for my kids to live these grand lives. And so I had to do it too. And so after that group, I realized that I put myself in my kids' shoes. This is what I did exactly. I was toying around with the idea of whether or not I wanted to go all in on something like this. And I told myself to picture Isabella, and picture Isabella standing in front of something that she felt completely connected to, and would I want her to take that leap? And the answer was yes. So what did I do? I took the leap. And in that, I have not had to spam people. I have not had to shove anything down anybody's throat, because I feel like what we all want in this life is a little bit of freedom and a little bit of connection. And that's what I feel like, that's what I know I provide for people. And so the opportunity, aside from all of that wonderful stuff, because really I would do it for free, honestly, the opportunity in it so far for us, like, I get to build this business and I don't have any cost associated with it any longer, and the sky's the limit. So for me, I get to contribute financially to our family, and I get to help people, and mainly by helping them, I get to connect with other people, and who also either have a shared vision or want the vision that I can help them attain for their lives. And that's why I'm never been more excited about a transformation, and just very thankful. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. That was awesome. So here is my story. My name is Laura. I am 34 years old. I am born and raised in Los Angeles. I am a Ruby coach, a wife, a mom of 2 fur babies, my little Jack and Remy over there on the right side. And I am the founder of Bossbabes United team. My health and fitness journey really started long before Beachbody. I've always been into health and fitness. When I was 16, I asked my parents to buy me a gym membership as my 16th birthday gift. I mean, who does that at 16, right? I played volleyball, I danced all through high school, and I always enjoyed that health and fitness lifestyle. As I got into my 20s, I got married, and I got into what I look back on now is a 5-year toxic relationship that pretty much tore everything that I felt like I had built up until that point. My confidence was gone. I was very insecure. I wasn't motivated. And by the end of 2013, I found myself divorced, filing for bankruptcy, and starting my life all over again. I got a tiny little apartment with a kitchen that is the size of most people's guest bathroom and a tiny little mini fridge. But I was excited. I was so excited to start fresh. I knew what I wanted for my future. I may have not been emotionally and mentally all there yet, but I was excited for the future. I saw a future. As far as my health and fitness went, I didn't really have the motivation to really go to the gym. So that was kind of lacking, and that was a big part of my life up until then. And one day a friend of mine let me borrow her T25 DVDs, and she said, this is a 25-minute workout program. You can just do it at home. And I said, okay. I kind of laughed it off, and I was like, who can get results in 25 minutes a day, right? But I took it, and I figured it would be a great add-on. Well, little did I know, Shanti kicked my butt. In fact, it took me 3 or 4 failed attempts until I actually completed that program. And once I completed it, I got into the best shape I had been to up until that point, even better than what I had reached before. And I used to surround myself with personal trainers and nutritionists. And here I am, 25 minutes a day with very minimal equipment. I was able to get results from home, and I was hooked. I felt so confident because I did something from beginning to end, and I did it by myself, and I got these results on my own. And that was a huge confidence booster for me. So I begged to purchase these programs off my friend, and I'm so thankful she said no. So I went out and I bought it myself, and my mission in 2014 was to pretty much complete every single Beachbody program I can get my hands on. And I did. I completed quite a few programs, and at the end of the year, I met my coach, and she invited me to a challenge group, and I had no idea what challenge groups were. I didn't even know that people got together and did these programs online, like checked in and posted all these sweaty selfies. I had no idea that there was this entire community of people who did that. I had sprinkled some of my journey along the way, and every time I did, I was excited about it, and I think that I helped a few people along the way, but I just thought that was it. So she invited me to this challenge group, and I said, okay, January 2015, my very first challenge group, and I went in with 100% intentions of never participating because I thought it was really weird, but I said, okay, because I wanted to be nice. Well, it didn't take long. Within the first day, I was completely hooked with the community. I could not believe how much love, genuine love from all these strangers that I didn't know they had for one another. And the support was just unreal. I had not experienced that before with complete strangers who don't even know each other, and they are cheering each other on. So I was completely hooked. I also learned about portion control and nutrition. I mean, I thought I ate healthy before, but this was at a whole new level. I was introduced to Shakeology, which was a total lifesaver for me because I have a 9 to forever job and I'm always on the go. And that thing was a total lifesaver for me. So I got in the challenge group, I got amazing results, and I was introduced to the coaching opportunity. So me being me, I kind of hesitated at first, but I was curious, but I wasn't. So I was like, I kind of wanted to know, but I didn't. But I'm glad I just went for it because although I had questions, I signed up as a coach and I said, I'll figure it out once I sign up as a coach. At least I'm getting a discount on the products, and being an accountant, I'm like, well, I'm saving money and I'm going to do this regardless. So I might as well do it. So I signed up and I started doing research on what this coaching thing was. I thought that you had to be like a trainer or certified nutritionist to even like help people with health and fitness. I had no idea that anybody could be a coach and you can genuinely help people by sharing your journey. So I signed up in 2015 and I started looking up and I realized that there were so many people who were actually making a real like income from this business opportunity, replacing their household income, retiring early from their businesses or whatever they were in, retiring their husbands and family members. And I just could not believe it. It was like too good. And I felt like I just landed my dream job, really. So up until that point, when I envisioned my future, one of the main things for me was I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom one day when I have kids. So I always knew I wanted that for my future. I just didn't know how I was going to have that. I figured I'll figure it out, but I know that's what I want. And I felt like all the pieces to my life puzzle just started coming together once I realized that that's what this business can give me for the future. I like to call it the missing piece to my future puzzle is Beachbody, and it truly has been that for me. So on the income side, in the last couple of years being a coach, I've replaced my monthly expenses. So I don't pay for my supplements anymore. I've covered that. And also I get to bring in an extra couple $100 and just put that in savings for now. And I feel like I'm starting to build a solid foundation for my future when I start doing this full time. And that's a big deal for me. So just some of the pictures here you can see I got into, this is at the best shape I've ever been in, and this is through Beachbody programs. As you can see here, I got remarried to my best friend, and a little fun fact is his friend is the one who introduced me to Beachbody programs. So talk about meant to be, right? And up here is a picture of me from New Orleans this past couple months ago. And Beachbody loves recognizing the hard work that their coaches do. And I got on the recognition wall at the Beachbody Summit in New Orleans. And it was really exciting to just be recognized for the hard work that you do. So that's my story, and I am going to hand it off to Jatana Jackson. She is a wife, a stay-at-home mom of 2, 3-time elite coach, 10-star diamond coach, the founder of Epic Empire. And one thing I absolutely love about Jatana's story is that her story gives me hope for my future, because I know if she can do it, I can do it. So Jatana, I'll hand it off to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. You guys are in good hands. What an incredible team. What an awesome name, too. I love y'all's team names. So my name is Jatana Jackson. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 boys. They are 6 and 9 years old. They are wild and crazy, and they keep me busy. Some of the accolades there you see, and you're like, I don't even know what that means. But I want to share with you a little bit about my story before all these pictures happen, because it kind of sets the foundation of why and how, and it makes me a little bit more normal than these pictures will play me out to be. So about 5 years ago, I found myself, I was laying on my playroom floor upstairs with like Mickey Mouse and Matchbox cars everywhere, right? And I had babies crawling on me, and I'm thinking to myself, man, like, I have everything that I'd ever dreamed I ever wanted. I always wanted to get married, have a beautiful home, be able to stay home with my kids, and just have a fun, healthy lifestyle, right? And so I'm laying there and I'm like, man, why am I so like sad and depressed, and I feel lonely and miserable? I didn't get it because I'd had everything I always wanted. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to work out. Maybe if I work out, I'll feel better. You know, the endorphins start flowing and you start feeling better about yourself. So maybe I just need to work out and I'll feel a lot better. So I went online. Actually, I was nursing my baby in the middle of the night. Sorry if that's TMI. I was nursing my baby in the middle of the night, and I saw this infomercial for Insanity, and I was like, dude, I could do that. Okay, so I tried P90X before that, and I should have had a coach, because if I'd had a coach, they'd have said P90X is not your jam, because I put the little pull-up bar on the doorway. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. Put on the doorway, and I put a chair underneath me, and I was like lifting up, but I was using my legs more than I was using. I was like, this is a leg workout, arm workout. All that to say, P90X was not for me. But I saw this Insanity infomercial, and I'm like, all right, floor, DVD player, back in the day, DVDs. Good, I got that. I can do that. That's my jam. So I look it up, and I see it playing across the screen. I'm like, $60? Like, I'm not paying $60 for DVDs. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Like, I wouldn't even buy, like, the deluxe pack of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of maybe Princess Bride for that much money. And so I'm also thinking to myself, I could go to Target for $12.99 and get Jillian Michaels like 30-day shred. I'm not paying that much money. So I went on Facebook and I was like, does anybody have Insanity that I can borrow? So thankfully, somebody in my church was like, I have it. I still have her DVDs to this day. But I borrowed Insanity from her. And I remember, sorry, somebody's coming home, so if you hear background noise, that's what it is. But real life, right? I put the DVDs in, and I started and I stopped about 6 different times. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, where you're like all gung-ho, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Today's day 1. It's Monday. My chair's squeaking like crazy. Today's day 1. It's Monday. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna slay this week, and I'm gonna get results. And then, like, you get the stomach bug. Or the kids don't nap, and so you don't get your workout time in. You're like, I'm going to start over on the next Monday. Well, I did that about 6 different times, and I was so frustrated with myself of why I couldn't complete this program. And in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I was like a competitive college cheerleader. I know how to train for something, and I just couldn't do it. So I was sitting in my basement, and I was looking at my phone. I was Googling Insanity. And I ran across a message board. You hear that? Really? I ran across the message board, and this is like old school Beachbody, and I found this chick, and she had before and afters with Insanity. She had 2 kids around the same age as mine. She's out in Utah. So I emailed her, and I'm like, girl, I need help. Like, I have these DVDs. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand why I can't complete this program. And she got me plugged in to her challenge group on Facebook. And that is where, like the Tana fireworks went off in my brain. I was so excited because I had finally found a place where I was like, this is where I can thrive. These women are all on the same journey as me. They're going through similar struggles that I'm going through. And every day I can kind of I can share my sweaty selfie and it not be awkward. So I look forward to it every morning. I'd get up in the morning and I'd see what the ladies were doing. And I just fell in love with the challenge group. So fast forward, 7 weeks in, I'm getting killer results. I'm turning mom bod, which you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, after having 2 babies and 2 C-sections, into like pretty stellar results from just working out at home. And it wasn't even just the DVDs that were making it such a powerful transformation. It was the community that I was involved in. And so I'm probably going to say this like 4 different times during my spiel, but like, if I didn't get paid anything with Beachbody, or if I didn't have any of these accolades or any of these the cars and stuff you see on there, the transformation and the change that it's done for me is worth $1 million. Like, it's worth it all. And so just a little bit about the picture you see in this. I'm getting so distracted. Like, shh, the kids are in bed. So here you see this funny CRV. These are just some fun things about my journey over the past only 5 years. Like, it takes some people 5 years to get through college. This is 5 years of earning multiple six-figure income, which is pretty awesome. I was able to buy my husband the BMW that he had always wanted. Got to trade in that CRV that I had before I got married. This minivan, which kind of defines the mentality that I was in, laying on that playroom floor. Got to trade in for my dream Jeep. If you see me on social media, I'm always talking about my Jeep because I love it, but I never could afford something like that if I didn't have the Beachbody income in my life. And then there's another before and after picture. This is a little dated. This is from 2015, but the picture on the left is me at my banking job. I was a corporate banker. I ran a branch. I worked in wealth management. So I had a pretty decent career, but I also got robbed 2 times. Awful experience. That's corporate America, right? Hated my job, had a 45-minute commute, made about $55,000 a year working for somebody else, right? I had to report when they wanted me to be there. Here's the one. You know when you have to, like, you want to take Christmas off, but you took Christmas off last year, and so, like, the other coworkers get it off that year? Yeah, that sucks. That's what I used to have to do. I had to, like, compromise my holiday vacations. And now I don't have to do that. I can go on vacation when I want, whenever I want. So I was about 10 pounds overweight, nothing crazy. And this is embarrassing to say now that I'm like a health food junkie. I ate McDonald's every day. I did. The McGriddles with like the hash brown, you know, like the funny shaped hash brown and a large sweet tea, just a little bit of ice because I wanted to maximize the amount of sweet tea because I could always get more ice later, right? When I got to work. But that all changed. I became a coach. This is in 2015, this picture you see here. It was more of a part-time job. Now it's a full-time gig. I was getting healthy and fit, still a stay-at-home mom. So I'm able to stay home with my babies, and I'm able to be at the bus stop when they get off the bus and help them with their homework and send them off to school and go on field trips and chaperone because I can do this business at home. But in 2015, I was able to break 2 years into the business, a 6-figure income, which was pretty awesome, and just living my life by design. Another transformation picture here you'll see with my family. You see the kids getting bigger and we're getting smaller. My husband was able to lose, I want to say about 60 plus pounds. He was sleeping at the time on a CPAP machine, pre-diabetic, super, super unhealthy. And so if anything came out of this business, I got healthy and fit, but he has a life transformation that will probably keep him living here on this earth longer. And then my kids, they're eating so much better. They're so much more healthier. They work out with us sometimes, and just creating a legacy for my family. Another awesome opportunity because of coaching. I got to be in the Country Heat. I don't know if you guys have heard of Country Heat, but it's one of our programs. I was asked to be in the program in an infomercial. I say all this crazy, awesome, fun, exciting things because I want you guys to see the direction that it can be for you in 5 years from a girl who is laying on her playroom floor, tired and lonely and depressed. And Laura said it too. She's like, I know where I'm going. She knows where she's going with this team. She knows where she's going with this journey. And this is her future too, which is super exciting because when she starts having babies, she's going to be at home with them, which is awesome. So the next slide I'm going to share makes me a little uncomfortable sometimes, but I think it's something that you want to know. And it's going to seem a little mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing to me still every day when I go on Thursday morning and I can check what I'm going to make the following week. It's like Monopoly money. There is an income disclaimer at the bottom. And so before I say it, I want you guys to read that income disclaimer. Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success. It's all about the heart that you have towards helping people and changing lives, and the income will follow. So this is just a little snapshot. It's a little dated, but because I've been in the business even longer, and so the numbers have grown since then. But my very first month as a coach made $643. I mean, to people now, if I made $643, I'd be bummed. But $643 for a stay-at-home mom in 1 month, That's huge. That will cover your family's car payment. So that was really exciting. Month 12 as a coach, I was at $1,927. What? That's like mortgage. We're getting into mortgage territory now. I could pay the mortgage now, right? Month 24. What? $6,369. Not in 24 months, in 1 month. That's bananas, yo. That's what I say. It's bananas. In month 48, 1 month, I'm able to make what I think some people make in a full year, $28,497. And actually, that number is incorrect because that only included my business center. That did not include my husband's or my second business center. So I think that number is well over $30,000 in 1 month. Now, some of you guys would say, well, how much effort and time and energy do you put into this? I work a lot, but I work a lot towards my personal goals. So I work towards what I want. And so the beauty of this business is you can create whatever you want to create. If you want to make $600, $500 a month, and that's where you want to go, and you still want to be a nurse or a doctor or whatever you're doing, you can do that. There's a low risk because you're paying, and I'm sure Laura will explain to you, like $15.95 a month. You get to stay healthy and fit. You get to stay accountable to your fitness journey because you're surrounded by a rock star community like Jennifer and Tiffany and Laura. And then you get to help other people. So you're actually living with more purpose for me, more purpose outside of my home, which was exciting. So that's a little bit about my story, my journey. I'm so honored that Laura asked me to be here. I think you guys are rocking it. What an incredible team to be a part of. I'm so excited to see who all joins Boss Babe United after this call.
Thank you so much, thank you so much, Jatana. I'm like, we got a Tiffany, we got a Jennifer, we got a Jatana. Thank you so much, everyone, for speaking on this call. Thank you so much, Jatana, for your story, because truly it's a story like yours that makes me realize like what my future can hold. And it really, it gives huge light onto what this business can really be for anybody who wants to make it there. So what's next? We have a team training that starts on September 18th. It's very self-paced and it goes, so it's at your pace and it's whatever you want to make this business, that's the pace it'll go. And us as your coaches will help guide you in the direction that you want to take this business in. The coach who invited you will reach out to you to let you know on how to get started and answer any questions you may have. And the best part is the giveaway. So this dumbbell set you see on the right side, it's a pair of 3, 5, and 8 pound dumbbells with a rack. That is going to be the giveaway. And if you tuned in live, I want you to like this video and comment below and tag the coach who invited you to this event. And I will be gathering all the names and I'm going to announce the giveaway winner tomorrow morning. So just so you guys know, these 3 sets of dumbbells is what got me through my first couple of years of doing Beachbody programs. So this will help you for a long time. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday evening. Thank you.